Manny Tigers back in the postseason in 2025 with a 5-5 regular season record. And so we're here with the head coach of the Tigers, Tyler Hassell. And coach, we've followed this team for several years now. You were part of some of their banner years under head coach Jess Curtis, and everybody in the state is familiar with your program. But bring us up to speed on this regular season, going from 0-10 in 2024 to 5-5 here in your first year. Had some tough competition that got you this 14 seed, but kind of catch us up on 2025 so far.
Yeah, to start off, you stated it in 2024, 0-10 season, and then looking to get a win, searching for the first win. So we travel to Logansport and strike at Logansport and get a win there, and we follow up with DeRidder with another win, and then we kind of got the injury bug, caught the injury bug against Leesville, and it kind of affected us for a couple weeks, and then finally got to district play and split in District 2 and 2, which brings us here to 5-5, and I'm just so proud of how much this team has grown over this past year, the buy-in from this team, the fight from this team. They're doing a fantastic job of hearing my messages and applying them daily. And this team has been special to coach, and I look for us to make a playoff run this season.
Looking at this regular season schedule, I believe 8 out of 10 teams that you faced are in the playoffs this year, and some really talented, got Ash there in the early part. Logansport's kind of a perennial playoff team in Division 4. This is the same schedule that this team faced last year before you were back on campus. But what do you take from some of those really tough matchups to where, and we've seen it in Division 3, 6 and 4 teams have won state many times. So it's a tough schedule, and it's no secret. Union does it, Sterlington does it, St. James does it as well. What about this schedule have you liked as far as prepping your guys for the postseason?
Yeah, I've always heard that the hottest fires makes the strongest swords, and this schedule, even though I adopted it, this is a good schedule. This is one of those schedules that gets you power points, and you face tough competition. So the Ash, obviously the Logansport that you stated, and then our district teams, 4 out of 5 of our district had made playoffs. So just the battles that we faced, we're going to be game ready because of those battles, and you play so hard for your seeding and your record, but at this point right now, everybody's 0-0. Who can get hot right now? Who can win 5 in a row? And it starts off with the first round. You can't win 5 in a row if you don't win the first one.
Looking at your roster, I know Kellen Cox has been a steady force there at quarterback, and of course Daniel Thomas. He's been one of the top leaders as far as rushing yards go throughout the regular season. You do have some upperclassmen, experienced guys on your offensive line. Looking up and down your roster, offense, defense, special teams. What guys have really made y'all go and really have been going back to training camp have been the most impactful for y'all to get this 14 seed?
Yeah, I'll start with the offensive side. I think it starts with the offensive line. We're a mixed group there. We've got a couple of sophomores, a junior and a senior, and but led by Lane Green, an offer from Louisiana College, playing right tackle, and I think he's doing a phenomenal job, being the leader of that group. And then, obviously, when the offensive line plays good, it allows Daniel Thomas to play good. He's been our workhorse this year. He's approaching 2,000 yards. I think he's right at 1967 right now with 27 touchdowns. So he's been a big staple in our offense. Kellen's done a great job of managing our offense, and then we have some unsung heroes in our receiving core. Sometimes the style of ball that we play, those guys go unnoticed. Those guys are extension of an offensive line as well as a receiver, so they have to block not only in space but on edges, and they do a fantastic job for us. We've got Evan Wilson out there as a senior as well, number 10. Then you flip it to the defensive side, and we got 3 seniors at D-line. Two ends in Caden Williams and Tristan Manasco, and right down the middle is Elijah Woods. And then another guy who's been kind of in and out of injury. He came back from injury from last year, and he's been battling with his knee a little bit, and who's healthy, finally playing some of his best ball is Peyton Hyden in the past few weeks, number 2. big edge rusher for us. He's playing fantastic the past couple of weeks. So he's definitely made our defense go to a different level in the past couple of weeks. And then we've got kind of a mixed secondary, a couple of seniors back there, and Jonas Hendrickson and Cole Ocon. And then we've got a couple of young guys back there playing as well. So kind of a mixed secondary as well. But just so proud of these guys and the buy-in to the X's and O's and everything that we've been doing here. They've done a fantastic job to get us at 5-5 and a 14 seed.
Kind of previewing this playoff game, obviously it's a team that well for several reasons, and you did face them in the district season. We mentioned Winfield and Mansfield also making it to the postseason. Well, Mansfield with a top 10 seed. What do you take from the week 8 game? It was at Red River. You get a home game this time, but what do you take from that game, and what do you leave behind?
Yeah, week 8, some things for me being a first-time head coach, you'd go back and do differently. We make a pivotal call, 4th and 1 in our own territory. I believe it's on the 17-yard line in our own territory, and we try to go forward in 4th and 1. And credit to Red River, they stop us there, and that was a huge momentum swing in the first half. And then not managing the clock the way I needed to, probably right before half, we had a chance to get a score in, take it from a 2-score ball game to a 1. And those are the biggest highlights there. But we were playing at their place, and we gave them a huge momentum swing in that point. And now they have to come into our house. They have to play underneath our lights and our fireworks, and we're pumped up about that. We play well at home, and excited to have these guys here at Manny.
Let's talk a little bit about that home atmosphere. This will be your first time hosting a playoff game as the head coach there, but between the regular season and the postseason, you've seen the fireworks go off plenty of times there in Sabine Parish. So just tell us about, for people around the state that haven't been to a Manny home game but have heard about it, tell us what to expect from the playoff atmosphere there this Friday.
Yeah, so Manny loves its football. Manny is a football town. The town's going to shut down at 7:00. Plain and simple. Everybody's going to be at the ball game, and it's just so fun to be a part of this culture here, and coming back to this place and where football is appreciated, and football is top dog around here, and I just love the environment that we have, from the fireworks to the motorcycles to the sirens. I think week 2 we had a helicopter bringing the game ball. It's just a huge environment. Not only do our fans sit up in the stands, but they're all around the track, and it just makes it a real intimate environment right there. And it's just fun to play in that environment. Sometimes you go to some of these beautiful facilities and larger stadiums, but it kind of feels empty. The crowd is right there on top of you when you come to our place. It's small town football, and it's just a fun place to be at. You got to come see it for yourself if you've never been to a Manny game.
Well, yeah, it's the reputation extends all over the state, and that goes for you for you as well. Seems like hearing when you were named as the head coach of Manny, I don't know if I ever remember such a unanimous, resounding, positive reaction from everyone saying that it's the perfect coach for the perfect program at the perfect time. So it's been, able to get back to the postseason, and hopefully all the optimism that everyone had continues for y'all. But just before we get you out of here, where are you at with your program overall? Is this season kind of gone how do you expect it? I know you want to go 10-0, I'm sure, but as far as where you and your family are with this program, and saying, look, we're thrilled to kind of lead this brand of football for the next couple of years.
We've talked about this in our locker room, and we've had these discussions, last week and this week as well. And I told our guys in the locker room, where were you at this time last year? A lot of the guys were preparing for another sport. They were putting their shoulder pads up, and we're just blessed to be in the postseason, number one. But to have an opportunity to host a game, that's huge for our program, to getting it back to where it needs to be at. There was, over the past decade, round 1, Manny's either had a bye or had a home playoff game. So for us to get back in the postseason, number one, host a playoff game in our house, that's huge for us. That's a step in the right direction. That's all you can ask for. We're going to continue to grow and build off of this. and we're looking to make a run in this playoffs. You know, we're excited about this matchup. It's a rematch. It's a chance to redeem ourselves from Week 8, and our kids are fired up and pumped up about this matchup. And we're going to see what happens on Friday night. Win, lose, or draw, we're blessed to be in this situation in the postseason, and the program's headed in the right direction.
Manning Tigers have a home playoff game Friday night, 7 p.m. They'll host the Red River Bulldogs. Winner of that game gets to go to beautiful downtown Vacherie and take on the St. James Wildcats. Coach Hassell, we appreciate your time previewing this game with us. And like I said, hopefully in a couple of days, we're looking at that Wildcat matchup with you as well.
Thanks, brother. Thanks for covering all Cenla sports and all high school sports around the state. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Go Tigers.